Once students have used place value blocks in picture form to represent numbers, we can then use that to help them understand what it means to count up from one number to another number using benchmark numbers. Benchmark numbers are those easy numbers to add to or to count up from. For example, a benchmark number would be a 10, 10, 20, 30, 40. Another benchmark number would be 100, 100, 200, 300, 400, and so on. These numbers are easy to count up from and to add together. The first thing we ask students to do is to draw a box underneath their problem. In this box, we draw 124, our start number. We draw 100, 2 tenths, and 4 ones, and write 124 in the box. The students then look at the number. If it has ones, like for this case, 4, we know we need to continue adding ones until we get to the nearest 10. So we start counting by ones by drawing our dots. 1, and we're adding that to 124. So 125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130. So we have now reached 130. This forms a 10. It is easy to count by 10, so we will then continue counting by tens until we get to 170, because we need to get to 7 tenths. 130, 140, 150, 160, 170. We are now at 170. We then look at the ones place again. It's a 2. We now know that we need to add 2 ones. 1, 2. So let's double check our math real quick. We have 130, 170, 171, 172. This is what it would look like in picture form to count from 124 to 172. Let's look at this one more time using a greater value for our endpoint. Our starting number is 168. Once again, we are going to draw our 100, 6 tenths, and 8 ones, and write 168 in the box. Since we have ones, we want to continue with ones until we get to the next 10. 168, 169, 170. Now that we are at a 10, 170, we want to continue by tens until we get to the next 100. 170, 180, 190, 200. Since we have to go to 400 and we are at 200, the next logical reaction would be to add by hundreds. 200, 300, 400. This is the skill of using benchmark numbers to count up.